this liquid sand. Now I'm curious. Here's the fairy gold hue dust, shiny powder, and the spout. Nothing else in there. Okay. What's in here? I like that these bags are paper. Oh, did we get the teapot? Oh, I'm so excited. It's what I wanted. That is so cool. Oh, I'm so excited. And this tray is adorable. We need some scissors. I got my pretty ones. I have a ridiculous number of scissors, according to my friends, because I do a lot of sewing and stitching and cross-stitching. So you always need some really small, really sharp scissors. Oh, this is so cute. And it's one of my favorite colors. I love it. I'm so excited. This has to be the mold. Oh wow. Look at this silicone mold. We have more tape here. I love the texture. So these pieces are solid so that these will fit in after it's done curing. Let's put it here. And let's read the instructions. So, let's see. I got this one last time, the coral seashell vase. I'm glad I got the coral instead of the crystal because I made a mess of the resin and the pink covers it up. I'm not really excited about any of the candles, so I'm glad I didn't get those. Those are kind of cute, but I'm really excited. This is be the one that I wanted most of all. That's really fun. I'm very happy with what I got. So, let's do this. Try to do this better than the one before. So, we need to flip this so that we can get the powder a little bit better distributed, which is harder than it looks. I think I need to use a real brush instead of the little one it came with because I missed some of the sides last time. So let's try doing this a bit better. I'm going to dump it like I did before, so I have lots to move around in all the nooks and crannies because there are a lot of the nooks and crannies in this one because of the texture of the teapot. I'm just going to go a little bit crazy on this so that I can make sure to get in all that texture. I like different teas in different seasons. I like Earl Grey and strong Irish black. iced tea, of course. Okay. I think I'm pretty well covered for how much I dumped out. I don't think we missed anything, but just in case, I'm going to go over this top portion and these ridges one more time. This is my fourth experience with resin, and it really is quite tricky until you get used to it. Oh, gotta do this part because the resin goes all the way up. This is the base of the teapot. Can't forget that. Otherwise it'll look not uniform. Tap, 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 tap. I think we're pretty good. There. That's better. That's much better. Okay. Now, ready for the resin. I finally figured out how to open these. You don't try to open this. You turn the whole top. Which is pretty smart, but at the same time kind of obnoxious. It never says to use this spout in the instructions, so I guess it would take forever to fill this up. So let's dump it in. Here it goes. Trying to get no air bubbles. I slowly drop it in. Bubble. Did I put too much in? Tap it for bubbles, which there shouldn't be, hopefully. And also to get it worked in. Let's see. Oh, is that a bubble that I'm... Yep, I made a mess. I'm just not very good at resin, y'all. I'm just not very good. Oh, but a bubble did rise to the top. That's good. If I just swipe it off. Because that's what this tray is for, right? And before I cure it, I will clean that up. I did get a oh, there's another 2 bubbles. This is good. This is working. Look at those bubbles. Pop, pop. I'm gonna keep doing that. I finally bought a resin curing light, so I used it on all sides of the teapot. There was a little bit of resin coming out of that hole, but I think it's finally cured, so let's try to carefully unmold this. These are always a bit tricky for me and my fat fingers. That's the hole for the teapot handle. I'm sure people who do resin all the time have good tricks for how to unmold these things easier, huh? We did it! Oh, it looks great. There's a bit of an air bubble right there. fill that in if necessary, but I don't think it is. I think it's fine. It came out perfectly. Look at the shine. I love it. It's so cute. This looks funny inside out. There we go. Could use that again with other resin, but it wouldn't have the spout and handle. Alright, now the instructions say to use a little bit of resin on the end of the spout and the handle to secure them in place. And first, we sand off any rough edges. Okay, I'm good with the base. It sits pretty flat. So now, I am going to pour a tiny bit of the resin and use my little dotting tool to put the handle on. And to clean it up. Then I'm going to hold it and cure it under the light. That worked perfectly. It's really sturdy now, and I did fill in the hole, the big air bubble on that side. So now, take some more resin and put it in here for the spout. I want to do enough that it really stays, but not too much that it overflows.